Welcome to Cinephiles. From theatre to digital space to movies. A man whose credibility goes beyond words and whose filmography unequivocally speaks about his craft. Who was a villain in the movie Ayari to a man who played a supporting character to Devi in English Finglish. Whose presence in the Indian film industry adds a feather in its cap. Here's a quick conversation with none other than Adil. So from the time that you've started in the movies to right now, how has your journey been so far?
It's fantastic. I think I did not even want to act in movies at all. After I joined NSD, before I joined NSD, I had acted in a lot of movies in Assam.
Okay.
Movies, telefilms, teleseries, video films, everything. Every possible way that one can perform, I performed, including radio plays, street plays, stage plays, and all that. So I joined NSD and I fell in love with theatre. So I really didn't want to. Then I realized, my God, theatre has such amazing, intense intensity that I had never tasted that when I acted in films.
Okay.
So film happened accidentally. My friend who was a casting director, Jogi ji, and Hani Trehan, who wanted me to act in Ishqiya. And I said, "Hey, chhod do yaar mujhe, theatre kar raha hoon. I have an Enfield motorbike. My wife has a Maruti 800. I'm happy with my life. Don't." So he said, no, it's a good film. I know what kind of film you like. So I said, okay, let's do it, and I did it, and then people liked it. They liked my role, they liked the film, and after that, I got, we had a baby, we needed more money, and I tried to understand the craft of acting in front of the camera, and so it's mostly, it's like, okay, one after the other, and also the expensive life in terms of, education. So I continued to do films, and I enjoy it very much when I do it, because that's what I have learned as an actor.
Correct.
To do anything, and you must enjoy, even if you're eating food or sweeping the floor.
Right. Do it
with passion. So that's what I do with utmost sincerity and honesty. But I would any day go back to theatre if they had given me a little more money.
Okay. So, sir, do you attribute the kind of roles and the way you act? Do you attribute this to theatre? Do you feel for a person to become an actor in films, theatre plays a really important role?
Generally, it does. It depends what kind of actor you want to become.
Okay.
If you want to become an actor who doesn't change the personality according to the role,
Right.
I'm not talking about putting on moustache and beard. That's superficial. I'm talking about inner personality. And if you want to be an actor who changes and experiences, forget about for the people, for yourself, that I would like to experience this role, this character, fully. And then you must know the craft.
Right.
It doesn't come just like that. It is a craft. Like if you have to sing like Bhimsen Joshi, as I said before, you have to spend 40 years. And if you have to understand the craft of characterization, then you have to really spend a lot of time in order to do that, because your inner software, how does it change to update itself into another person's software? So it's like a huge job,
That is right.
It's not easy. It's not a question of easy. It's extremely difficult. So to understand that, not intellectually but physically, it's like dance. How do you change? Unless you practice it, you cannot dance.
Right.
Even if you know all the moves.
Correct.
If you read all the moves, you cannot do it. Acting is like that.
So, sir, you've been...
So theatre is a place where you can practice that without spending any money.
Okay. So, sir, apart from theatre and movies, you'd also attributed this to to all the arenas that you'd explored, say videos. So suddenly we are having a sudden boom in the digital space. How would you want to explore this arena as well?
Well, I just acted in Delhi Crime, and I saw it, and people had been complimenting me from Russia, from Scandinavia, from South America. And so the reach is so much. It's released in 190 countries on the same day, which is unthinkable, like a few years ago. So I think it's a very powerful space and powerful platform, a delivery system that modern technology has brought up. But my worry is that most of the series in most of the OTT platforms are about crime.
Okay.
About the darkest aspects of humanity, about the lower depths of humanity. And I hope that filmmakers do not cash on that, because it's easy to lure people when you show them darkness. It's easy to make them angry. It's easiest to make them, sexually attractive. Those are the easy techniques. But art for me is difficult when you have to make the audience feel uplifted, make the audience feel expansive, make the audience feel worth living their life. That is the role of art in human society. And I don't think that I will say 90% of the filmmakers across the platforms, you see it from India till Hollywood, 90% of them are not doing that. So that's my worry, because the advantage that we're reaching out, but what kind of content that we are reaching out with would also decide the future generation. Okay. Because it's a powerful medium.
Correct. And it reaches the masses very fast.
Of course.
And so apart from the genres that you've done, what is the next genre you'd be really interested to do, which you would feel, I haven't been a part of this and I would really want to do this portion?
Well, I love drama. I love fantasy as well. When I say fantasy, I mean that we should fantasize the humanity in a much better place.
Okay.
Instead of fighting with each other and killing each other.
Right.
What is the human potential? How can we find a way to live in harmony with the, for example, environment? Like my home state is drowning.
Okay.
Assam.
Yeah.
And I know I had experienced it since last 50 years. And it had been happening for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
So am I to believe that if we can fly to moon and to the Mars, we don't have the brain or the resources to stop the flood in Assam or in Bombay for that matter? Yeah. So how can we educate human beings to just do their basic job honestly and sincerely, which they're paid for?
Correct.
I don't understand that. Right. How can we not do it? So films, I'm not saying it should be preachy, but I'm saying it must give us a vision of where human beings could be.
Okay.
I'm not talking about going to Mars. Yeah. Why can't we fix this first? Then we go. Yeah, absolutely. We must explore the space. But what about the planet we are living in?
Right.
We don't have basic amenities for 90% of the people in the world. And we are, so the cinema should reflect that.
So, sir, you've had an amazing filmography so far, and the fact that you were in a movie, it comes as a source of credibility for the audience. So it is something like, okay, you're in a movie, so we can be short believing the fact that the content will be really good. So how do you take this credibility of the audience in you?
I have not been respectful of that credibility for a few films.
Okay.
I'm not going to name them because for a strange reason I put myself in a situation that I had to be there. It is a huge responsibility, and because that I have to be so conscious and aware all the time what I'm doing and why am I doing it. To earn money? Yes, I can open a petrol pump to earn money.
Yeah.
So, but if I give my time, and as I said that at least one person would come just because I'm there in the film, am I fulfilling the responsibility that, oh, she put that belief and faith in me. I didn't ask for it, but I know that she has. So am I fulfilling that and living up to the standard? It is a big responsibility, and I'm trying my best.
So it was such an honor talking to you.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you.